I'm not going to tell you who it is until... Right, so, we're going against the Steelers for our first game. Hell yeah. Alright, so we're going against the Steelers, obviously. My hometown. There he is, the man himself, Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, this is going to be a tough game. I'll tell you that much. Look at that shit. The Steelers used to be a very good team. That's who I got. He's just as good as Ben Roethlisberger.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one to have. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. Leading them out is the former first-rounder from all the way back in 2004 from Miami of Ohio, Ben Roethlisberger.
We talk so often about his physical attributes. Of course, the Big Ben nickname, his ability to take hits in the pocket, his ability to extend plays and get outside of the pocket. But how about this for efficiency? Top 10 in career NFL passer rating. And he's one of the top 5 winningest quarterbacks in NFL history. That's pretty darn good.
Okay. No, I'm just messing around.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Holding offense.
Wrong way, bud. 3rd and 11.
So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Got him.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away.
Why does he look so
back
skinny?
deep, Jarvis Landry.
Look at that. His shoulders are so wide. Is it the uniform?
Now Landry.
I thought I was getting somewhere.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback out of North Carolina State. It's Phillip Rivers.
One way you become the all-time leading passer for your team is Phillip Rivers has a van set up with a driver so that when he goes to and from practice, He's able to watch tape and find ways to improve his mechanics each and every day.
First down, Rivers. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Really?
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's
It
second
hit the
and
other
10.
guy, didn't it? Yeah, probably. He got injured?
Second and 10 now. It's Taylor. Flush to his right. And some room to maneuver.
Why
And
did
he'll be
he
taken
automatically
down
do that?
at the 46-yard line.
Like, really?
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up third down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I think
really
you're being
wanna
overly
exit out of
critical
this
there. You're just
game and
analyzing it,
restart.
and
But
he gets
you
those
gotta-
shoulders
you gotta
right.
live with
That
it.
pass will go from incomplete to complete.
That's bullshit. First play of the game gets taken out. 319.
Now Taylor. Dumping it off for Johnson.
First down. First down.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Still leaves him with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department.
I got it.
What are
I
the
got it.
odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Well, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the
just
ball
made
and
a
I've got around the
statement,
move,
boys.
I don't want to just give up that easily.
Got him.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the
20
ball was
Aaron
snapped.
Rodgers.
But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
I shouldn't have
Here's
risked
Taylor.
that.
Eluding the pressure right. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards at a
Well, I'm
first.
just showing the Steelers what's up.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Oh my God, that doesn't get old.
A first carry now. This is Johnson.
Go,
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
go.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps
Good
keep
job,
the running
good
back
job.
clean.
Okay,
Try to
10
continue
seconds.
that
Come on, we
trend
can do
here
it.
this
Come on,
afternoon.
come on.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, here's Taylor. And that'll be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 0-0 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Yeah, it's not. Can I switch this to the other side? I forget how to.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson.
He had to.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They run. It's Johnson.
He
And
tackled me
gets
over.
the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it. 1st and goal.
You gotta take
Fourth
it.
down,
Get it.
no problem. It's a good piece of power running right here and a confident decision to go for it. And that's going to get them a 1st and goal.
They'll run high. And
Face
he'll be
mask.
stopped just outside
Where's
the
the
5
call
at the
for
6.
that?
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Under pressure, down he goes.
My guy automatically
sacked at the 10. T.J. Watt able to drop him for a loss of 4.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing...
Leg appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Doing his original works, losing yardage every game.
A reminder coming up at the half. We hook up with a new guy, Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis, and more importantly this year, scores and stats from around the league here in Week 1. So do not press that skip button. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell.
He lobbed that shit.
And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
He almost
now
caught
Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Washington. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
Man, that's a huge
when I
chunk.
see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
It was Juju, too, the best wide receiver on the team. He's not getting off the bench either.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And this one caught by Hunter over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Ben to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd.
How many people were there
now 3rd down.
Juggling that ball?
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Here's Roethlisberger, and it's brought in by Washington. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Oh, boy, here
Well,
we
they've
go.
had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
Not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Offense.
First and goal.
They get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert, 2nd-round pick back in 2011 out of Florida. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job there after the setback, 11 yards, and now it's 2nd and goal. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Come on, we need one
This
more
has been
play.
a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. Not only
Yes.
incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will knot things up here late in the...
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you've got the 2nd half to play.
Obviously, my guy can't throw that far.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Slow.
Oh, my God. I didn't know that was a camera. All right.
Final
come
play
on.
of the half. It's Taylor. Flushed out right.
Well, of course.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down here
Now,
with a
that's
penalty
on the
flag on the
defense.
field.
Holding. Offense.
Shit.
Hang on here. They declined that. So the yardage will stand.
There has to be confusion coming from the bench to the field about what their intentions are, because you guarantee they want the penalty, turn down that big yardage gained against them. Instead, they turn down the penalty and the yardage stands.
All right, Brandon, thanks very
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd.
Oh,
We'll see
yeah.
if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back
Let's
underway
go.
in the 2nd half.
We'll get
That's
it. We'll
fielded
get it.
in the end
Watch this
zone.
shit. Watch this. Yeah, there we
And
go.
he'll
2
wind up
yards.
getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
What does he want me to do?
Here's the Browns offense now getting set
So,
to start off
I had
this
Phillip
3rd
Rivers as
quarter. They have a
quarterback.
chance to
Got
break our
injured in the
tie here
first
as we
play
get
of
a
the
look
game.
at the first drive of quarter
Fractured
3.
toe.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The throw by Taylor here, and that's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this 2nd?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Settings. Depth chart. Overall 81. Who's got better speed? Oh. Yeah, this guy's definitely better than Mayfield.
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, To me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
That's weird.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Complete here. It's Hyde.
I can't believe
They'll
that.
give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hey, if it works, it works.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor finding
He had it.
complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Yes.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it
Got
pays
it.
off. They convert.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yards.
Can I make this any brighter? Because my freaking eyes are turning, like, visual. No, I can't fix it on the field, I guess.
On the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
3 down, 3 down. Ready, 3-19. 3-19.
Now
know
Taylor
why he
on
says
1st
that
down.
play like that.
Escaping the pressure right. Gets it to Gordon.
Got him.
A good pick up there at 22.
And there's Tyrod Taylor doing what he does best. Look, he's taken a few lumps along the way, and some people haven't believed in him. But this is where he excels, outside of the pocket, making plays.
As prolific with his legs as any quarterback in the league?
I would say yes to that.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. And now it's 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
Got him.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two,
Another
but I have
flag.
a good feeling this will be coming back.
Holding, offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Taylor will throw again. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku.
Got him.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
I can't
I don't know
believe
what they
I'm doing
talked
this
about at halftime.
program
Whatever it was,
as a
it worked. They looked like a different
doing
team here in the
some
3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They'll throw on 1st down to Taylor. That's Njoku over the middle.
First down.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top.
And all the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it.
I almost cried there.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Taylor to throw. Flush to his right. He finds his running back. Hyde. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
So
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a tight, low-scoring affair thus far. 3-3 is our score heading into the fourth. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his first touchdown as a Cleveland
line, creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people, but power his way forward.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is now 10-3. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a Carlos Hyde touchdown run. Gonzalez now to kick this one away.
Boo. And it's out of the field.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
And the pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11. The #1 pick a season ago, proving his worth.
7 sacks in 11 games as a rookie. Didn't play the full year due to some injuries. But he's going to be the face of the franchise on the defensive side of the ball. Myles Garrett, he fills up your screen when he's rushing the passer.
Who got injured? It's not Ben. Was it Le'Veon Bell? Yeah, it was.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side and complete to Washington.
No way.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Landry now on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Got to score another touchdown.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10, eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down, but you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the posts, go up 2 scores.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. His throw incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a first down.
What would you have said to me if I told you in pregame that Big Ben and Antonio Brown wouldn't have hooked up until the second half?
I would say that they'd be losing, and they are.
Yeah, they are, and they've got to find a way now to continue to connect and try and get their team back in this game.
Wow, that was a complete roast right there. I don't...
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jamie Meter in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Holding offense.
3rd and 27.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
He's back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's going to let it fly.
Interception.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play. But when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
Flushed out right. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Oh, Taylor going to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Taylor. Rolling to his right. And he's got room. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Wow.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee.
Wow. It sucks.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
Just as usual, making shitty calls and getting his team to lose against one of the worst teams in the league.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
1-0, baby.
And
Oh,
partner,
yeah,
this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Cleveland, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown.
The thing that I don't want to happen is Phillip Rivers gone for how long? For a fractured toe? I think it was. Like, come on, man.
The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game.
Okay. Alright, so. Whoa, he was blue there.
Now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
6 weeks. Oh, 20 weeks. Oh, Phillip Rivers. What am I going to do with you, my dude? I hope that I don't lose another quarterback, then have to risk trying to find another quarterback. Just to have a backup.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Oh, it's the Saints. We're going to lose. We'll have them both out. Like, what we'll do is we'll use them both. It's risky, of course it's risky, but I'm just gonna see how it does. Cause I don't want them both to get injured. Like, if Mayfield gets injured, at least I got the better quarterback.
Can the Browns win again? Hey, everybody, it's the coach.
Wow.
You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, it hasn't been said since December 13th, 2016. But the Browns are on a one-game winning streak. They'll try for 2 right here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the New Orleans Saints. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
I think when you watch him play, because you've heard all the different buzzwords about him being a warrior and what a battler he is, go back to the Rose Bowl game against Georgia his last year at Oklahoma. They got beat in, double overtime? A thriller. But he played despite the flu and still put up big-time numbers and almost rallied his team to a victory.
Yeah, big-time numbers. Also had a receiving touchdown in that game as well. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down.
Oh, my God.
One that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, and you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
He'll get it up the middle. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We all know that Myles Garrett was drafted #1 in the NFL for his ability to get to the quarterback. That's his stock in trade. But the underrated part of his game, plays well against the run, knows how to hold the point of attack.
This will be caught at about the 5. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll run it with Kamara. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Thank goodness it wasn't.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill.
Wow.
So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 54 yards.
Wow.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now
Whatever
they're
gets you
inside the 10 as he's
yards,
brought down at the 9. You give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Leopard! 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 Leopard!
Got
Now
it.
some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this
False start.
afternoon.
Offense.
Really? You're gonna do that
Jumping
to me?
early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Hurry up, here we go!
No, it wasn't.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Flush to nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
What the hell? Why?
And they're
Did you
gonna
see
set up shop
my
at the
defense
32-yard
run
line.
away from the ball? Baker Mayfield, you suck. You couldn't hold on to a single ball there. Nah, you got to go. I'm sorry, bud. You're getting benched.
They went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And that one goes
tells you how
incomplete. They
serious
tried
I am
something
when
out of the
it comes
bag of
to this.
tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, Kamara. Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. And before they can get settled in here, time expires. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, Josh Hill, was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Pressure is going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze.
Febreze? Is that what you just said?
Shot him there.
Febreze?
It's out of bounds, incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Seems like Roethlisberger's losing another game.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete. It's Gordon. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Slow. Hey, 319.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
He ran off the field, so that's good.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Maybe a free play now for Taylor. Flushed out right. Gets it to Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Gotti.
Offside. Defense.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
God damn it. People are just getting injured on
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Again, it's Taylor. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
That's
A reminder coming up at halftime. The coach is back. He made it through the first weekend. That's the good news, and he's going to regale you with stats and scores from around the NFL here in the early games in Week 2.
Thinking question coming.
Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. And spins away. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and...
Beautiful.
And the Browns getting set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete. Taylor going to try and hurry him to the line. On 2nd down, Taylor escaping the pressure right. And this one's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's 3rd and short.
That man was wide open.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Holding. Offense.
That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Nothing.
On 3rd down, Taylor. That's Njoku over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. To throw is Taylor. Flush to his right. Room here to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I got to clutch it.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
I don't really like the look of this.
From the red zone now, here's Taylor on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Taylor to throw. This is caught.
Touchdown.
It's Tyrod Taylor's first touchdown pass as a Cleveland Brown, as they have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
I thought he
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead,
back, so
as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Come on.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. The final shot before half for Breeze. And incomplete on the deep ball. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick, please? Thank you. All right, let's go.
That's disgusting.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And the third quarter starts with a run by Ingram. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Oh, you're going to go like,
almost intercepted.
Junior catch it
they haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
He finds Coleman. And he'll go out of...
Wait. Okay, the ball is not in his hands yet. Now. Okay, so the ball is not in his hands yet. Now the ball. The ball's not in his hands yet, right here. Now, when he does, does it let you challenge them anymore?
Bounds across the 35-yard line. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident.
Wait. Now, can I just get... where's my man at? Right here. Wait, watch. I had a better one.
We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Little bitch.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Are they gonna
call it
go
a
for
gain
that?
of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
15.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Taylor on target to Gordon for a Cleveland first. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, I would just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Taylor, eluding the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Steps away. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
It's gotten to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like white. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Ricardo Lewis, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Get it done.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
I did not tell them to play like this against them.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Did you guys ever try playing it like this?
On 1st down, Breeze. They'll set up the screen now.
Oh my God.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And it's hauled in by Ben Watson.
Oh, this is a ball.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Whew.
Breeze now on 1st down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
That was totally
Michael Thomas, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints are back within a score. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 6 there on first.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Taylor on 3rd down, throws incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
First down, a run with Hyde. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 2nd down, Taylor's throw incomplete.
getting it done.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Now Taylor on 1st down. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side.
No way.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
That would have drove me
They
crazy.
go play action now. Taylor escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Come on,
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And he gets it down to the 32. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Come on, boys. Come on.
He's back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Back to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that takes us from second to third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Oh.
Ready?
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25.
Oh my God.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Cameron Meredith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead.
Oh, this is
They certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it. And guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now 2-point conversion away from tying this game up. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts. But even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Holding. Offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So Taylor going to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. They'll look to throw. He goes underneath to Ingram. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This is my fault.
Now Breeze. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. To throw is Breeze. That's complete to Meredith. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Holding. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding.
Holding. Offense.
So that one will be accepted. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't the one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on them, they'd be up in the 300s right now. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. And that'll be incomplete, but remember, crazy situation here you don't see often. Not 4th down yet, so they will keep possession. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both...
What time is it? Oh, it's 1:30 in the morning. Alright, so I'm going to end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was fun until the end, you know. Until I make those stupid decisions.
Now, let's take a
you
minute
guys
to see how
enjoyed.
you can improve your team.
I don't know if I'll play any more games tonight. If I do, it may be by myself.